What's up guys, NepentheZ here, and welcome to the best team in FIFA ever, or at least for this year. This isn't the best team in FIFA series, this is me bringing you guys the actual best team that you can get in FIFA based on the information we've gathered together through the new chemistry glitch or bug or issue, however you want to call it, whatever you want to say about it. We're gonna basically build the team that is the best based on in-game stats. Now, there are two rules that I'm implementing before I build this team. Rule number one, no legends, simply because I want PS users and PC users to also be able to build experience or know that they can potentially build this team. And rule number two is basically what's happened is the goalkeeper with officially the most stats in the game is this guy, Revel. He has 1,572 total stats. However, he is not a regular goalkeeper, so he has way better in-game stats for technical attributes like passing, shooting, etc. than regular goalkeepers. So he's excluded because his natural position wasn't a goalkeeper. The other thing to do with goalkeepers is this. The next goalkeeper that's there is Jonathan Orozco with 1,080 stats. And then the 83 version of Diego Alves with 1,066 in-game stats. I went into I built a quick team. I went in and had a look at this Diego Alves in-game stats and basically just wanted to see if I could get 15 more in-game stats than his gold cards just by adding them up in my head, because the actual official stats for him aren't out yet, and he is above 1,080. I stopped counting once I got to 1,081 because it's irrelevant how many above he is. So if you take away Alex Ravel and legends Peter Schmeichel and Vitor Bayer, informed Diego Alves is the best goalkeeper in the game based on in-game stats. It is then Jonathan Orozco, and then the regular Diego Alves, which for me made a whole bunch of sense because he's my favourite goalkeeper this year. So we're going to throw him into the squad. Now, before we get into the rest of the squad, if you could drop a thumbs up, it would be much appreciated. I do appreciate all the support you guys give. Apologies for the lighting. These teeth, this face, very white right now. I've only been back in the UK for like 8 hours, 10 hours, and I haven't got my setup set up properly again since I've been back from the US. Now, we're going to build the team based on the highest in-game stats first, and then we're going to show the team, and then we're going to go ahead and play a game. And the first person that we are going to be putting into the team is indeed Luis Suarez 98 version. He has a total of 2,478 in-game stats. He is officially the best player in the game. There are it depends, not like in terms of in-game stats. Okay, there's a higher rated player than him. There are players with like 5-star skill moves that he doesn't have, etc., etc. But in terms of total in-game stats, Luis Suarez is number one. And number two, who's actually going to be one of my centre-backs, is going to be Gareth Bale. Of course, his 93 rated Man of the Match version. A phenomenal card. You might think he'll be terrible at centre-back. He won't be. He's 6 foot. Yes, he's got a high attacking work rate. 92 physical and 74 defending with 99 pace. Forget about it. It's insane. Next up, guys, we have got another La Liga player, and you'll be amazed at the players that aren't in this team. Dani Alves is next up. I've got an attributes card on him from the chem video that I made a few days ago, and I just haven't played a game with him since. So he will be the next player going in with a total of 2,445 cards. And then the next player that goes into the team, our first central centre midfielder, is going to be Team of the Year, Paul Pogba. We've got him in there as a striker, but 84 pace, 87 shooting, 90 passing, 94 physical, 80 defending, 93 dribbling, 4-star, high medium, 6'2", and he comes in with 2,432 total in-game stats. A card that I haven't really used much, ever, really. I think I probably played like a maximum of 10 games throughout the whole year with the blue Pogba. A9 skills, absolutely loved and loves him, so I'm going to be excited to use him in the team. And then the next player that we've got is going to be one of my favourite players this year in FIFA, and that is Leyoun. Absolutely blown away by how good this guy is. You know, I played him at left forward and striker, 46 goals and 11 assists in 41 games, and he scored some sensational goals for me as well. And he finds himself in the team. He's going to play the left forward role for us, alongside Luis Suarez and Paul Pogba there in the middle. I'm playing Dani Alves at left back with Bale at centre back, and of course Diego Alves in net. Next up, guys, would be the 92 version of Gareth Bale, but of course, because we already have a version of Gareth Bale, we can't use a second one, which pushes us down to the next person, and that is going to be a guy who this season and last season had unbelievable team of the season cards, and that is Marquisio. So he gets into the team, another unbelievably well-rounded cards, and I think what the total in-game stats is looking like is not necessarily amazing stats in a specific area, but just well-rounded cards. You look at Leun, well-rounded. Like Suarez obviously has really high shooting, but really low defending, which balances it. It's well-rounded. We've got Pogba, incredibly well-rounded. We've got Marquisio, incredibly well-rounded. Gareth Bale, a little bit low on defending, but he's got the pace that kind of rounds over the card. Dani Alves is incredibly well-rounded. We're missing 4 players now. The next player is going to be our second centre-back. Could potentially be a mistake here putting this guy in centre-back, but it's going to be the Iron-Man of the match, second Iron-Man of the match, Arturo Vidal. Again, the 80 club, the Hullet club. The reason why I decided to put him in at centre-back, he's a little short at 5'11", but because he's got high work rates, for me, he'll be, you know, defensively sound. We could potentially put Pogba in there at 6'2". We could potentially put Marquisio high, but 5'10", I'm not really interested in. And that takes us down to the next player, who would be the 97 Luis Suarez. But because we already have 98 Luis Suarez in the team, it is going to be Angel Di Maria, team of the season. I did not expect it to be him, but because of his like high physical and then really high other stats, he fits there. Right wing, great pace, great dribbling, passing, shooting, physicality. Absolutely everything about Di Maria is magnificent. And he comes in with 2,412 total in-game stats. Our next midfielder, guys, is going to be another guy who last year had an absolutely sensational team of the season and does again this year, and that is Raja Nainggolan, and he's got an 89 rated card. Phenomenal card stats, probably the best, most well-rounded card in the game. And then at right back, guys, it is going to be Dario. Is it Dario? I think it's Dario. Yeah, Dario Serna. So after Vidal, we got the 97 Suarez, then we got the Di Maria, then we got the Nainggolan, then the 92 Paul Pogba comes in, but we already have him there. Then it's Serna. So the people that didn't make it, 99 Ronaldo, 98 Messi. I was surprised not to see the 95 Hulk in there. Karim Benzema, Antoine Griezmann, a well-rounded card. We've got Pjanic is actually really high up, and he's quite cheap as well as a centre midfielder. He's really high. He's actually, after Serna, there's Ronaldo, then there's Pjanic, then there's Matuidi, then there's the 98 Lewandowski and the 98 Ronaldo, the 96 Suarez, then there's Mkhitaryan, which was surprising. I guess because of that high physical kind of brings him up there. What I was most surprised to see is that there was a massive lack of the fullbacks, because it's like the fullbacks have just blown up in price recently based off this new chemistry stuff, and I was genuinely shocked to not see like the Maxwells and the Alexandro and the Maicon. We've got 3 fullbacks in the team in Serna, Alves and Leun, but mostly it's central centre midfielders with Pogba, Nainggolan, Marquisio, Bale and Vidal, and then only 2 attacking players in Di Maria and Suarez. But this, guys, is officially the best team in FIFA based on in-game stats, and we're going to go and play a game with it. Let's go. Okay, guys, into the game we go, and our opponent has got a 100 chem 86 rated team. I'm always intrigued now to go into games and see what kind of team the person has, because the more people that find out about this chemistry thing, the more random interesting teams we're going to see. This guy's got a pretty nice team. He's got that team of the season Castro up front, the obviously the untradeable one that you have to win in order to get, which means my opponent has, you know, knows his way around his controller, we might say. But I can't really imagine that this is going to be a difficult game for me. Not necessarily because I think team is overly important or not important, etc. But my opponent's team is it's full of quite a lot of golds and low rateds, and that is going to have an impact. And we're straight through with Leyoun, and it's 1-0, and that was easy. That was easy. And Leyoun, I know he's got a 5-star weak foot, but I never feel like 5-star weak foot is truly 5-star weak foot. You know, essentially the way weak foot works, or the way it's supposed to work, is each star is supposed to be representative of 20% of the stats. So let's assume you had 100 pace. I know you can't get, 100 shooting. I know you can't get 100 shooting, but for the sake of argument, if you had a 1-star weak foot, you would actually have 20 shooting on that weak foot. If you then had a 2-star weak foot, you would have 40, a 3-star would be 60, a 4-star would be 80, but 5-star would be the same 100 shooting. But I've played with players like Neymar, etc., so many times, and it's just not the case, is it? It just doesn't work like that. Neymar's right foot feels way stronger than his left foot does. Is Neymar? Wait. Is Neymar left-footed or right-footed? I don't even know. You know what I mean, though. You know what I'm getting at. And for the example, it's because it's with Leyoun, and I'm getting my words muddled now because I'm trying to explain what I just said wrong, whilst also trying to explain what I mean. And this is why when I do live comms, I sometimes say things that I don't mean by mistake. Leyoun is right-footed. His left foot doesn't feel as good, even though it's 5-star. But what I was trying to say before is, when I do things live, sometimes you have brain farts, man. And sometimes, and it's not like lack of knowledge or lack of care. It's like sometimes people are like, oh my god, like how hard is it to learn what foot this guy is or what this guy has? Like, it's not about whether you learn it or whether you know it. It's about trying to apply it whilst also playing a game of FIFA and trying to understand that you're trying to entertain people. It's like, it's not as easy just as you know, you're not always able to bring up absolutely every nugget of information in your brain on a whim. It's just not how it works. It's just not how life works, unfortunately. But the point still stands. I don't necessarily feel like 5-star weak foot is true to a 5-star weak foot, if that makes perfect sense. I mean, it should make sense. It's pretty self-explanatory. We have got Leyoun again, though, clean through on goal here. It's good defending from Mathieu. Varane into Lloris. I kind of feel like he wanted to go the way I went, but he's played the ball out here to Nolito. Nolito into Ruben Castro. Castro into Santa Cruz. And this guy is not really doing a very good job in... oh, crap. These grey kits, man, are difficult to read sometimes. They kind of clash with the pitch a little bit. And some people might be like, no, they don't. NepentheZ, stop making excuses for being bad. Yeah, no, I get it. But in my opinion, these kits clash with the pitch a little bit. Oh, that's nice, Pogba. Into Luis Suarez, surely from here. Boom, 2-0, 23 minutes in. It's been a bit of a walk in the park so far. And if we get a rage quit before half time, I'll go ahead and play a second game. I think a third goal will probably be the end of this team. But this team should effectively play like no other, because there's no other team like this. There's no team you can get out there like this. And I know some people that kind of don't agree with the chemistry ideology and the theories behind chemistry will say, well, of course you're going to still win this game. You're a decent player. You've got incredible players on the field, and this guy's got mainly goal people. Of course you're still going to win. And I understand and appreciate the sentiment of that argument. I just disagree with it. That's all there is to it, really. I just disagree with that argument. I feel like this team is not being penalised, and to show certain things, I bought Pogba as a striker, not because I wanted to play him at striker. That's just the position that he had on there. I think Pogba has like 1 chemistry or something. Like Leyoun is on 1 chemistry. Like, these dudes shouldn't be performing this good on that, you know, on those stats. It just shouldn't be the case. Shouldn't be how it works. It shouldn't be how chemistry works. And there will still be some non-believers, or some not necessarily non-believers, but some that just don't, aren't quite ready to fully commit to this. Like, for me, like, I've been discussing it a lot with AA over the last few days, and he's still unsure as to whether he believes this or not. But what he knows is that he tried a low-rated draft and he ended up winning, and he's confused. I think a lot of people are confused because for a lot of people, building a 100 chem team has been what FIFA has been about. And now we get to the information where it's like, hey, you don't necessarily need chemistry. Like it doesn't matter what it says up there if you've got specific versions of specific cards. And I think that confuses quite a lot of people. That's a lovely ball. That's a lovely goal. Because mentally, the OCD of people, some people, even if you've got a cam at centre mid on 10 chem, some people will still go and waste the coins buying that cam to centre midfield card just to make it look right. You know what I mean? Just so it looks correct. And I think we are going to get a rage quit here. 3-0 down. I did say at 2-0. I think one more will probably be the end. And like I say, if we go to half time, I'll just keep the footage and that'll be the end of the video. If he quits before half time, I'll go and play another game. But oh, he's making subs. He's bought off Castro. I don't know who he bought on, but NepentheZ. Oh, sorry, took off Santa Cruz and bought on, by looks of things, Bale. I don't know if he already had Bale in a team, and he bought on Benzema for Isco. Yeah, so he bought on Benzema and Bale and Modric as well. Interesting. For me, it's really interesting because it's like, I don't know why you think that that's going to help you score goals, as if missing chances was your problem. Your problem hasn't been offensively. Your problem has been defensively because you're just letting in too many goals. Here we go with Leyu. Let's try and bang it from there. Oh, that's a big save. Something that interesting about this whole chemistry thing as well, and I think people need to put their pitchforks away from EA. Whether it was an intentional bug, an unintentional bug, whether they knew about it, whether they didn't know about it, is irrelevant. What you've got out of this is you haven't got screwed out of this. You have benefited out of this because up until 3 days ago, the market was under the assumption that everything was correct. The market thought that better players were worth more, that played better, they thought chemistry worked. So throughout the whole of FIFA up until the last 3 days, you've got FIFA exactly as described. In terms of the actual players, there isn't, oh wow, look at that pace. There isn't many, if any, because of the way the day ones work. Even the regular upgrades, let alone first informs, are better than any day one you've got. So if you've got an upgrade, if you've got an inform, a team of the season, something like that, it's better. And it's even more better due to the fact that you don't have to put it in a team with chemistry, you don't have to apply fitness to it, and you don't have to worry about who the hell you play around it or what position you play in it. All you have to do is put it in the team, and you are golden. That's a pen ref. Oh, Di Maria. Oh, Di Maria. Yeah, all you have to do is put him in the team. So for the odd occasion, because there are a few day ones that could theoretically be better than the non-day one, and it's only a few in my opinion, and that's been kind of like compounded by the facts that we've seen, and I'm not going to go into everything again now. I'm just going to talk about it as if you know, and if you don't know, it's very easy to go to Reddit and find the information or watch the specific videos that give you the resources that you need. There are very few day ones that could potentially and theoretically outplay their informs or upgrades, and outside of that, everything you've got is just way better. Because if you've got that La Liga team but you have a pack pulled untradeable second inform Kurzawa, you can now play him at left back with absolutely no penalty. No penalty. And he would play exactly the same as if he played before. It's just that this time you didn't realise, like, before people were like, oh, the upgraded Aubameyang shits all over the 82 Aubameyang. Now those same people are saying, I always knew that 82 Aubameyang was better. Like, you can't have it all ways. You can't say on one hand, oh, this player is amazing and that player is amazing, and then on the other hand be like, by the way, these players are trash. The day ones are better. The day ones in 99.9% of circumstances are not better than upgrades or informs. Position change, the international position changes are a little bit of a mystery because the card stats are identical. So depending on the setting that you have, like there are certain circumstances where the international position changes are better than the day ones, and there are certain circumstances where they're not better than the day ones, and that's just how that is. But people looking at this chemistry bug revelation as a negative thing, but it's already been in the game. It's not like this has only just happened and now people are like, oh my god, all of a sudden my team in the season, Pogba, who was playing amazing, ever since his chemistry glitch, he's now playing terrible. It's the same card doing the same things. It just applies different rules. That's all. It doesn't change anything. So I think people need to kind of see this as a positive, because I see this as a positive. I see this as a thing that allows me to play with whatever the hell team I like with absolutely no penalty. I can now put in to FIFA Ultimate Team my favourite players. I can play my ultimate team. If I want to play Gareth Bale at centre-back for 100 games in a row, I can do so, and I'm not going to be penalised for it. And but me talking so much, I think this guy's going to pull one back. Oh, he's already pulled one back. When did he score? I genuinely don't remember him scoring. I just looked up at the thing there to see what the score. He's going to get another one now. I looked up at the scoreboard there to see what the score would be if he scored, and I was a little bit shocked to see that it was 3-1. I didn't think it was 3-1. I thought it was 3-0 to me still. But anyway, my logic applies. My logic is sensible. You know, there's no point. Oh, lawsuit against EA. I want money back. I want. You've had exactly what you was offered in everything. If you've got a team of the season Ben Arthur, and you sit there and you truly believe that your gold regular Ben Arthur is better than your team of the season Ben Arthur, I'm sorry, you're just wrong, or you're bad at FIFA. One or the other. Because the team of the season Ben Arthur, under absolutely any circumstance, wow, the light, I'm bright right now. Ooh. Yeah, the team of the season Ben Arthur, under absolutely any circumstance, is better than the regular day one Ben Arthur. It's just a fact. You can't get away from it. You can't escape it. Now we're at 3-2 now, so I need to stop talking a little bit and start focusing a little bit and try and get myself a 2-goal lead back again. We've got Paul Pogba here, smashes that over the bar. This guy scored a couple of goals with that Ruben Castro card, and it's interesting to me that he scored with him specifically, especially after making the substitutes, because I absolutely love that Ruben Castro card, and with light of these, you know, the new chemistry information, because I don't want to call it a glitch or a bug, because we don't know what it is, why it is, or where it is, but in light of all the new information, I still believe that Castro card for me is just one of the strongest strikers I've ever used. For some reason, his finesse shots are just really strong, really broken, and that makes me think, forget about chemistry, forget about what's right, what's wrong, what's real, what's legal, what's illegal, what EA have said, what they've done on purpose, momentum scripting, forget all that. Sometimes the feel of the player is more important than the stats or the look or etc of the player. And for me, Ruben Castro feels absolutely sensational. It's a shame that he doesn't have like 4-star skill moves, because that would make him 100 times better. But he just feels good. He just feels good. So any of you guys that do have your team of the season Ruben Castro in the squad, now that we know this chemistry stuff applies, you can play him in any squad that you want, and you can enjoy the same benefits as if he was in a proper squad on 10 chem. So there's always that to consider. Right, let's actually go out and get ourselves another. Okay, that wasn't for there, but this move is actually working out all right. We've got Nainggolan here. He has a bot. Ooh, Hugo Lloris with a nice save. This guy's really pulled himself back into the game. I thought at 3-0 he was gone. I thought he was just going to rage quit, because you know, he paused the game, and I was like, okay, here we go. Rage quit Areno is gonna be coming in, and it just wasn't the case. Let's hope that we can. Oh, come on, Kerr. That's a great tackle from Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, centre back OP, boys. You heard it here first. You saw it here first, and you're gonna feel it here first. And here we go. Angel Di Maria, he's into the box, ain't no catching him. He's got Luis Suarez at the far post, and there is Suarez. That is a fantastic tackle in the box, on the box, and it's looking like we're going to end up getting a 3-2 win, unless my opponent here can pull something back out of the depths here. That's good defending from Dani Alves. Here goes Di Maria, finds Luis Suarez. 2 minutes of injury timer there. Oh, come on, I actually chipped that as well. It just didn't quite work. Nainggolan picks up the loose ball into Di Maria. Di Maria, oh, it's going to fall to Pogba. And Lloris picks up the save. And that, guys, is going to be full time. So we end up taking a 3-0 lead. My opponent pulls it back to 3-2. He had a really good second half. I kind of wasn't really paying much attention in the second half. Diego Alves on a 5.1. So the whole team played pretty good. 2 goals from Suarez, 1 from Leun. Assist from Suarez, Pogba, and Nainggolan. Suarez really is what he should be, and that is the best player in the game with his stats base, you know. But my opponent did a really good job. After going 3-0 down early, he kind of like shaped up and got back into the game. I definitely was the better player. You can tell by the match stats there. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.